first collab ko actually.
Lagi akong pinapakanta ng parents ko sa church, ganyan.
Filmmaking as a whole, I think, is a culmination of my love for all of these art forms.
It was like, boom, painted, baby.
I was very crafty with my hands, so I think being tactile with most things, I really like being hands-on, and that's kind of progressed up to this day.
When I was younger, I used to draw a lot, like basically anywhere and anything I could get my hands on. And then growing up, I started kind of writing, like accompanying it with illustrations along the side. It's been my outlet since for like emotions that I don't know how to feel.
I don't know, I was just always this person who colors outside of the lines. So I guess in a way, it's very unconventional, like not really abiding by the rules. So in a way, my creativity is not defined by any bounds. I think that's what also just, I guess, influenced whatever work that I am doing today.
I think when I was younger, things that I liked, mahilig ako mag-draw. Pero when I realized na, shucks, yung ibang classmates ko, mahilig sila mag-draw at mas magaling pa sila sa akin. Sabi ko, sige, hanap na akong ibang hobby. I did theater, I did drawing. It was always in the background.
I think the role of creativity in my childhood has somewhat primed every future frame of yourself. I don't even feel it because it's already innate. As a child also, creativity sparked through questions. I was a big question mark walking around and also learning about the question marks in the world.
So back then, back when I was a child, the world was filled with wonder, and there was always this belief that everything was going to turn out all right. I think that still holds true in my writing today, because even though I tackle darker, more adult themes, I do still always strive for a happy ending, even if it has to be earned through sweat and blood and tears by the characters.
Well, my perspective on art and creativity before as a child, it's always about breaking boundaries. It's always pushing into areas that haven't been tapped into before. So I wanted to do that with my career right now. I wanted to push into boundaries, into areas, into regions that music from my country hasn't reached before. And I feel like it's coming to fruition.
Before, nasa pre-med school ako eh. Parang for me, symbolism siya na hindi pa ganun ka-colorful yung life ko. Until mag-shift ako dun sa talagang passion ko, which is for arts.
Having a small upbringing really led me to dream and crafting these into reality. I've had the idea of making my own universe in my head, making my own world. And my art today is just about that. It's about making this world, the Killjoy world, that people would want to hop on and join in.
I guess just being really authentic to ourselves and always chasing for what we want, regardless if it's feasible, if other people don't like it, it's whatever to us. As long as we really want to pursue something, we'll go for it.
For me, there's a two perspective when I create my dishes. First is my childhood memories and my personal experience. So I enjoy doing a dish based on my food memories. So that's how I do it. And then personal is, so I inject some of my personal experience. So sometimes how I enjoy it with other people or with my family or loved ones.
I grew up in a very religious background, and growing up as queer also, it felt like I have to see beauty outside the box. And so when I was in my teen years, I was so into punk, gothic stuff. Yeah, I would watch a lot of the gothic John Galliano couture shows. And so that kind of made me understand that there are concepts outside the church, there are concepts outside Christianity that I can play with, and also help me understand who I really have and what I like.
And as I was building Laurel Ceramics, I wanted to emulate that kind of safe space that I had when I was younger. I wanted my students to come in and feel that they were in a safe space where they could make mistakes, where they could be themselves. I wanted them to have fun and just explore whatever it is that they were dealing with, especially with clay, because clay teaches you to be humble and to just go back from the start because you're learning something new.
Nung gumagawa na ako ng films, bukod sa gusto kong gumawa ng animation in its truest sense, it means to bring life. And by bringing life to the characters and the stories that I make, I hope that I create a refuge for people to, find solace in.
With my art now, I try as much as possible to push the boundaries and not do the ordinary stuff so that I can be creative.
Communication sa mga artists, hindi lang sa matatanda, pati sa mga bata. Ayun, laging ako excited ako kapag nakakita ako ng mga bagong photographers, bagong approach. Baga, tinatry ko talaga na maintindihan, no? Lalo na yung mga new generations ng mga photographers. So, ayun.
For us at In The Half, each one of us has our own hobby or passion or things that excite us. And being in an environment that's like that is infectious. In a way, you're learning about your playmates, sort of what new movie, game, or book that excites them. And now, as adult designers and professionals, it's like really learning more about the different creative practices of the people around us, and that creates an energy that energizes the inner child.
I think my younger self would be very thrilled to be doing what she loves the most. You can share this art form through the audiences around the world.
Kilala nung younger self ko yung now self ko, feeling ko idol na din.
My younger self would say na, oh, there's a space for me. There's a space for the things that excite me.
Wow, that's just a hobby before. I'm glad you're pursuing it now. I'm so proud of you.